Welcome back to the Samon's channel. And today's feature presentation is a review of the Maxpedition Malaga Gearslinger. Okay, so before I actually get into a more review area, I'd like to show you some of the reasons I like Maxpedition more than the other high quality manufacturers of bags. Okay, first off, I have reviewed my 511 tactical bag before. It is, as you might be able to see, has a lot of fraying around the edges. It's not overlapped, so this bag could come apart at any moment when I'm out playing airsoft, and like, there are holes all through it. I mean, just random holes that have ripped because I've used this bag. I liked the bag for a while until I've seen some of the more higher quality things like Maxpedition's gear. As you can see, Maxpedition definitely has the higher quality. All of their bags are lined, so there's no fraying at all. They have stitches, they have these wonderful compartments inside of them. It's just a much better bag for the money. All of Maxpedition's gear has been very, very nice. Okay, so you might be wondering how this bag actually works. Well, what it is it's a Gearslinger, so when you can flip it around, you can put your pistol, I don't know if it's made for that, but there's a slot here that I always put my Desert Eagle in. It fits very nice if you leave the edge of the handle out. This flips back around, so, and they have a stability strap right here in case you need to be able to walk with it for a long period of time without switching over. If you're talking about just walking around and riding places in the car, then you would want to leave the stability strap on, take this down, and then you can sit down easily without having to worry about taking your backpack off. Now, before I take it off and show you some of the more detailed parts, there is you can easily reach the main compartment here, which is designed so that you can actually, this whole bag is designed around the concept that you can sling it in front of you and use it like this. It has a water bottle carrier here, so you can just pull out your water if you're thirsty. It has a secondary compartment here that has some elastic straps for securing stuff. It has another pouch here right underneath the water bottle carrier that you can attach, that has elastic bands inside of it also to attach things. And this back compartment will hold a large 9.6 volt battery with 12 cells. So that's a pretty big battery to fit in, and it's a very nice fit. Yeah, so that's the main part about. Now I'm going to point out some of the things that make this bag easier to use for just an average person. Okay, compared to most other bags, you know, they have those tight little, the things that are just made out of the fabric of the rest of the bag that if you hold on to for a long time, they'll cut into your hand. And sometimes, if you're lucky, you might bleed a little. Well, Maxpedition compensated for that, and they added a neoprene handle, which means I could carry a bag like this all day without having to worry about having my hands cut off and bleeding. Some other easy things that make this more comfortable and stuff. There is padding all through this section. So obviously I think Maxpedition was trying to get this to be used for longer periods of time. There is a ventilated and cushioned back area here. So my backpack, my old backpack, I'm comparing a lot of things to the old backpack because this is the one I'm using from now on basically. This one doesn't cut into your back, and it has these little gel things on the back so that it doesn't ride up and down on your fabric as much. So it stays in place so it doesn't jostle around. It has, for extreme long periods of time, a belt holder here that you can put over your belt, flip closed, like that. It has ambidextrous, I think that's what you call it, I don't remember, ambidextrous holders. So basically, if I'm right-handed, I can switch this part over to this part and switch this part over to this part, so that instead of flipping from, give me a second, I got this. Instead of flipping from here to here, the bag could go from here to here. So just which way you like better. All of Maxpedition's stuff has these very easily changed secure things that let you tighten your bag up as much as possible. But behind the back strap, you have all these Velcro things to add accessories that Maxpedition produces, like their close quarters weapon holsters on the back of the Velcro. Very comfortable. In order to secure this better, like if you have an actual pistol back here, not just an airsoft gun, you wouldn't want your pistol to drop off out of your bag and go off and shoot someone. So there's a little key slot thing here that you just press that and there you go. That makes it easier to pull off, I think. So on the front it has the molly straps, so you can add like a drop bag like from Maxpedition. You know, that right there. It's very good for holding magazines and stuff. It has Velcro, elastic right here. Just 1 second. Makes it much easier to hold your walkie-talkie on it. So just slide your walkie-talkie in, pull it out. It has 2 loops here for adding accessories or doing whatever you want to do with a loop. And on the back part of it, in case you have a lot of clothes or stuff like that, you can close this and grab this little pulley thing here, and you can tighten it as much as you want so that this bag could be almost compressed completely flat inside of a suitcase. Or if you want to, you know how they have those little vacuum bags that push the clothes smaller? It's basically like that, except instead of oxygen, it's straps. It also has those on the sides. Just pull those tight and it'll flatten out your bag. It's good for compressing your bag when you don't need to get things out of it for a long time. It can make it a pain after a while if you're using it every now and then, but you just don't use them. Since I am an airsoft reviewer, green gas will fit perfectly inside of the Gearslinger's water bottle holder.